Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to your transformational, motivational Monday moment with me, your host, Susan Lazar Hart, creator of the Congruent Method and the Congruent Living Academy, soon to beginning again this Tuesday. If you're not in there and you want to be, come on in. Hop on in. The link is up here. So let's begin at the beginning. I thought we'd play this year, as it is a new year. I'm rolling up my sleeves already, with playing with the acronym of congruent. And being that it's a C, we're going to be playing this month with create, with connect. And for sure, that's one of the most paramount things that we can do right now is to be present with ourselves in this world, in this hubris that's going on, and just be present, and connect to our true nature, to who we truly be. There's so much being thrown out of it at us right now. And most of us communicate regularly to those around us. But are you generally familiar with your own connecting to your own voice, to your own path, to your own nature, right? So when I say nature, when you bump up against something that just doesn't feel like you, it's because it's not your true nature. Now, for the most part, most of us were taught to be like someone else. And so part of a congruent life, living congruently, is tapping in and tuning into your true nature. Now, Terry Tempest Williams beautifully dives into this process of finding her own voice with her book, Women. Hi, Deborah. When Women Were Birds. And this is a quote I love that she says, "For many years, I wandered through the desert in search of a narrative that was not mine." Sound familiar? I didn't feel I belonged here. I was borrowing a landscape until I found my own. And that's what we're going to be playing with today, is many times we're grasping for narratives to make them true that actually don't belong to us. And, you could call it FOMO, fear of missing out. You could call it trying to fit in, where you don't even want to fit in, but you're trying to fit in because everybody else seems to be happy fitting in. Right? It could be out of fear or shame or believing we don't even have a voice worth finding. But the truth is, we do. We really, really do. Finding your true path, living in your true nature, it means finding your voice. So that's where we're going to be playing today. And it does take work. Recently I was meditating and I was asking my guides, okay, what's my next best step? And the information I got back was do the work. Do the work. It takes courage and faith to tap into your true nature, to your own voice. Hi, Renata. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 key elements that are truly paramount in tapping into your own true nature. Because it's already here. It's not about finding it. Like, I have to find my voice, find my... It's there. It's that river of authenticity that runs through you, that when you're there in your zone, like everything is working. Yeah? So let's start with our first element. Learn to be with you. Risk reaching out to yourself. So in today's world of constant noise and screen time, I just was listening to Marie Forleo. She was talking about we spend 55 years of our life in front of a screen. Yikes! So it really takes a leap of faith to shut the noise off. Just turn it off and be with you. And what does that take? It takes being honest with yourself about where you are in regards to knowing yourself. And yes, doing the work. Asking yourself, okay, so what's calling me? If you don't know, put your hands on your heart, be still, connect with what makes you feel alive. Connect with what makes you feel alive and inspired. It's when we are in that moment that we connect with ourselves and the spirits around us. So let it be important how you feel. We're often taught it's not important how you feel, it's important how others are feeling. No, in finding your own path and your true voice and connecting to your path, Let your thoughts be the manifestations of good feelings, not somebody else's, yours. No more struggle, no more reactive talk and action. You're safe, you're secure in your well-being. Trust me, you will find your way forward in this well-being, and you let it flow out of you like that river that's flowing through you. So be with you. Give yourself time to be with you. You know, for some people it's meditation. For myself, it's a concurrence of all kinds of things where I am with me, walking in nature, cooking, painting, just tapping in. But the thing is, as long as you surround yourself with the noise of the world and make that more important than time for you, finding your true nature becomes difficult. So give yourself time and space to know your own true nature and your path. So number one is be with you. Give yourself, the second is give yourself the time, that gift to know yourself, right? A lot of us don't know ourselves. Far too long we've been seduced into walking a path that didn't lead us to ourselves. It led us to someone else's point of view of who we should be, how we should be. Far too long we've said yes instead of just being present, right? So again, expect well-being. Expect well-being. It's the energy of what you're expecting that matches that vibration. Expect well-being. I am so happy and grateful that. You fill in the sentence, right? I'm so happy and grateful. Expect well-being to flow in and out and all around you. Be happy where you are. I'll have this and something greater. Be happy where you are. Make it a priority to change what negates you tapping into your true nature. No matter what, you can do it. Give yourself that space and time. Tell yourself, everything is working out for me. It's fine where I am right now. Everything will be better. It's really the energies of the words that you use that connect to who you truly be. You came here for joy, right? You came here for joy. So tap into that. Let it grow incrementally as you move forward. There'll always be abundance as long as you're willing to tap in to that abundance, that true nature of yours. Number 3, create a judgment-free zone, right? For you to find your true nature. As long as you're saying, well, right? As long as you put your attention into what isn't working or what hasn't worked, those are the energies that you're going to be playing with. Those are the energies that you're actually connecting to. And trust me, that's not your true nature. That's how you were brought up. Those are the paradigms, the beliefs, the systems that you were taught to pay attention to, rather than, so what else is possible? What would you like to have happen here? Right? Create a judgment-free zone for you to find your true nature. You know, as children, we were, for the most part, we were bold, unapologetic, unashamed as we came into the world. And somewhere along the way, we got conditioned out of self-love. Again, by those stories, those beliefs, those narratives, those paradigms. So we started caring more about fitting into other people's worlds, other people's stories, other people's narratives. And we learned, hey, Lydia, welcome, welcome. We learned to define ourselves by those factors. So we learned to place more weight on what was happening outside of us than inside. And we were conditioned by fear, by narratives, by stories. And we actually taught ourselves how to betray ourselves in favor of pleasing others. I know, it's crazy, right? But is this making sense? Can I see some thumbs up and hearts and right as we go along here? Yeah. Anyone relate? Would you agree that the good news is we don't have to stay this way? Right? In connecting to our true nature, we have choice. Deborah says, yes, yay, yeah. And here's how you do it. By these little tools that that I am sharing with you today, we can start to reconnect with ourselves and use our voice as the way it was meant to be in creating our own path, in connecting to our true nature, free from fear, guilt, desire, to please others. Now, there's a little sidebar here. You must require of yourself to pay attention. Pay attention. Notice what you notice. Pay attention to when you're betraying your true nature, right? Do you have a problem saying no? Do you have a problem saying yes? Do you push aside feelings of discomfort and agree to something you don't want to do that's actually distracting you from a life you love living? Hey, Daria, welcome, welcome. Are you suppressing your desires because you have a fear of and insecurity of, oh, I won't be accepted, I won't be loved? Well, the love comes from you, from inside. So instead of basing your choices on conforming to other people's realities, what if you start basing them on you? Tap in, tune in, just like we did at the beginning, right? What are my dreams? What are my choices? What are my desires? And walk into that emotion. Really get a sense of how that will feel. I'm so happy and grateful whatever that is for you. Be present with that. It's about getting to know your voice without judgment, right? I love this from Learning to Love by Gay Hendricks. He talks about how resisting our life experiences causes us to lose a direct relationship with life, and what I call with my true voice, with connecting to my true voice. He says, it seemed like my whole life was one big resistance against feelings, my feelings, against love, against my own energy and potential. He then states, when we resist, we see life through a fog of beliefs, opinions, and conditioned responses. Well, here's the deal. Your path is meant to be completely different from anyone else's. That's who you be, right? You are an infinite being who chose a body for this earth school, and your path will be different from everyone else's. How do you find that? Be still. That's the kind of connect to your path, is to be still. Hey, Stacy, welcome, welcome. Give yourself that gift. Again, you'll notice a theme running through this today. Be still with you. Give yourself that gift. Shut off the noise, shut off the screens, shut everything off, and allow yourself to surrender to your emotions and take note without judgment. Just be, right? Just be. It's the silence that, in this silence, we can learn who we truly are and how to help ourselves, how to tap into our own path. Deborah says, you look bright and shiny today. Thank you, Deborah. Where we find our voice, right here. But you can't partake of your own path if you have judgment. Where did the judgment come from? Once again, it's the stories, the belief systems, the paradigms that we were taught at a very young age. So for myself, every morning, I'm quiet with myself. It's become a treasured tool in my voice in finding my journey. And my spirit feels centered and connected to my day. I plan my day. I'm present with the energies. I am that I am. It's offered me so much more space, and it's a tool for you to be with you. Again, we were taught to join everyone else, to rush out and complete life for other people. This is your year. This is your time. Be with you and be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, does this work for me? Whatever you're creating, however you're creating. Now, most of us, again, have been taught to distract ourselves, right? With noise, with being busy. And ask yourself, what do I want to create right now, in this time, in this space, right? Align yourself with who you truly be. How do you do that? Tapping into you. What turns you on, what creates greater, and be honest with yourself. If you've chosen something, a year ago, 6 months ago, yesterday, and it actually doesn't work for you, let it go. This is your one true precious life. Let it go. When we don't listen to our intuition, when we abandon ourselves, we abandon our path, right? When we don't listen to our intuition, we actually abandon our true nature. And why do we do that? Because we're afraid if we don't, other people will abandon us. We've been raised to question what we know, to discount and discredit the authority of our gut feeling, our knowing. So my note for you is, please connect with your gut again. Be with you, your intuition. In every situation you're in, observe, notice what you notice about you, not about others, about you. Connect with the emotion that you're feeling, and then take note. What is this? Right? Is this mine or somebody else's? Each emotion that you have is a confirmation of where you're at in life and who you're being. If you don't like something about yourself, change it. Distract yourself by tapping into who you truly be. Let those voices go, because the sooner you can be honest with you, the sooner you'll have that authentic freedom to have your own path. So do what you love with no strings attached. Our connection to something greater than us, is that infinite being. Connect to you, right? Create with you in order to heal and express yourself. So in conclusion, there are some great tools that I've just shared with you. They're juicy nuggets. Go back and have another listen. In the beginning stages of connecting to your true nature and finding yourself. Connect with yourself. Become familiar with what turns you on, lights you up, energizes your world. Envision yourself creating your own narrative. Make the problems small and unimportant. Let them be. Don't struggle your way through finding solutions. First, connect to that feeling good emotion. Then act only when it feels like it's the next best step from you creating, from and towards your path, your true voice. And that's where you'll find that alignment in creating greater. And if you want to jumpstart this journey, DM me. We'll get open up what isn't working for you, what strategies you can use to actually create greater. And again, we're opening up our first day of the Congruent Living Academy of this year tomorrow, and we'd love to have you join us. So any comments, any questions? You know, I always take this space right here to see what's popping for you. If not, well, I'm so excited. I'm moving everything. You know what I can tell you is, when you're actually willing to give yourself the gift of you, tapping in and turning on to what creates greater for you, it's the greatest gift that you can give yourself. It truly is. I'm hoping this landed for all of you in this new year. Again, we're going to be playing with Connect and Create this month as we play with Congruent and Congruent Living. Until next week, if I don't see any questions, I don't see any. Thanks for all the hearts. And I love working with you. This is amazing, 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 amazing work we're going to be doing together. And live boldly, live boldly. Connect to what creates that boldness inside of you. That's who you truly be. Live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be in creating a life you love. Until Monday and our next transformational, motivational moment, have an amazing, amazing day. And again, reach out to me if you're looking for more, and if you're asking for more. Now's the time. Don't wait till next year and say, oh, I should have connected with Susan last year. Now is the time, my friends. Now is the time. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.